I am Jonathan West. You are watching Death Valley Television, and your Death Valley Technical Scavengers somehow shocked the national champions. I don't know how they did it, but they took down Oregon. Now they look for a game that Coach Booker has been waiting for. This year they were able to get the game he's been wanting. He gets to head home to his alma mater, Oklahoma State, and face the Cowboys. Now, OSU is ranked number 17 in the nation, so it's another top 25 matchup for DVT. And as everything else checks out, the Pac-12 will be starting full on now. DVT will not be the only team to have played a game after today is all said and done. Now let's talk about this OSU team. Oklahoma State's team, certainly nothing to really gawk at overall, but nothing to be taken lightly. As Malukai Smith, with a pretty solid season last year, 26 touchdowns, 9 interceptions, and over 3,000 yards passing, is a guy to watch out for, especially with Trey Griffiths as his top receiver. Now, Griffiths is deadly. 509 yards last year, 6 touchdowns. He is a speed threat, and at 6'3", I mean, he can go up and get it as well. So keep your eyes out for the fastest man on the field. Now, defensively, Brian Benitez is the top guy on this defense. He's the leader at the middle linebacker spot, and the former 3-star prospect has had a great career here at Oklahoma State. 79 total tackles last year, 2 sacks and 2 picks. That nearly matches what he was able to do sack and interception-wise a year prior to that. And at corner, Willie Nelson, no, not the musical artist, is the top guy in that secondary. He only stands at 5'8", but do not let that size confuse you. He plays a lot taller than he is. The 170-pound 3-star former prospect, 60 tackles, a sack, and 3 interceptions last year. I think that says everything you need to know about how good Willie Nelson is, and they're going to have to keep their eyes out on him. Matt Payne has had his interception issues. Hopefully Nelson doesn't take advantage of that. As we head down to the field here in Oklahoma State, and for Coach Booker, I'm sure it's good to be back home, technically. But he's here with his new family, the Death Valley Technical Scavengers, and they're looking to shock everyone again and show that last season was not a fluke. And we are off in this one, and it's going to be Ty Tabor, the true freshman, back to return. Still questions on if they will redshirt him or not. This is his second game of the allotted 4 he can play. Shaq McBath, the top back here on the team, looking to get his season going even more so. Their new stylized offense has been pretty good through 1 week of play, as that's going to be a solid carry to start things off for a gain of 10. They remain in the I form, though, or I should say the offset I, as McBath takes this one outside a bit, still has enough for the first, and a new set of downs. They go to the gun now, Payne with Blanco to his right. Hand off to Nico. Nico up the gut, and he's got plenty of room. A new set of downs. So the ground game off to a very good start for the Scavengers, and they will continue to ride it as another first down carry. Nico, Blanco, and Shaq McBath, folks, a deadly tandem in the backfield right now as they go play action. Payne checks it down, but it's going to be a loss of 3. Everyone pretty well covered from the looks of things. 2nd and 13. They'll go back to their ground game. This time, though, Shaq caught quick. Could only find 4 yards out of that. It makes it a 3rd down and 9. Can they pick up this first? They flip this one, the jet to Luvo. He's got a block from Matt Gage, and that's going to be enough for the first. He stepped out of bounds. Could have had even more if he hadn't. But they get back to work. Screen set up here for Luvo as he's got another nice pickup. Gain of 7. 2nd down and 3 after the bubble screen. They go back to McBath, cuts back inside as the 1st down on the ground, and the drive continues. Blanco checks in now to spell McBath. And he'll take it out wide. Tries to make a man miss, can't do so, but picks up 9. And this offense is clicking specifically on the ground today. Through the air they go on 2nd and 1. That one's caught. Slade. It's a new set of downs down to the 2. The redshirt freshman really showing up early already this season. As a handoff here to McBath. He fights. Cannot get in. So they bring in Quincy Fehoko into the ball game. They go to the fullback, though. That is true freshman Dakota Pounds. Redshirt freshman Dakota Pounds. He'll pick up the touchdown, his first of his Scavengers career. So a huge touchdown to start things. The ground game gets them going, as now it's Oklahoma State's offense getting out on the field. 1st and 10 here for the Cowboys as they go with their ground game in Rodney Fields Jr. He can be a deadly back in that backfield. We'll see how much they utilize him today as they go right back to him on 2nd and 1. Maybe the battle of the backs. 1st and 10. Fields in motion as the pump fake. This one is caught. I don't know how, but a new set of downs. 1st and 10 after the big pass play. They go with the jet sweep. Griffith's not going to find room there. 2nd and 18. Looking to throw. Smith over the middle finds his man, and it's a big play. That'll take us to the end of this first quarter of action, though. 7-0 Scavengers on top. The Cowboys are driving, though, and they're looking like they're going to find some points. 1st down and goal here at the 9-yard line to start the second quarter of action. It's a handoff to Fields. Almost called it a keeper, but Xavier Miles and company get there. Miles, though, banged up. Could be a big loss for this team. So Xavier Miles has been a godsend for that defensive front. As this is a jet to Rodney Fields. He's in. Touchdown, Oklahoma State. And the Cowboys answer the touchdown of the Scavengers. Looks like we're going to see a lot of the running backs today, and it's going to come down to whose plays better. 1st and 10 now here for the Scavengers offense as they now have to answer the Cowboys touchdown. As McBath can't find room. A flag flies as well. This is going to be on Deontay Kanoy. Dante Kanoy called for the hold. It's going to be 1st and 20 now. Handoff here to McBath as he's got the outside, spins away from one man and picks up a big chunk there. Gain of 16. 2nd and 4. Handoff goes to Blanco up the middle. He was following Grant Huff, who's getting a second chance to start today. They didn't want to automatically pull him after what they saw with Isaiah Crowder and Jermaine Houston last year, as incomplete. Slade couldn't hang on to it. A punt from DVT, as that's the first punt of the day by either side, and that's the first sack. Barry Michaels, some sweet sack music. It's the first sack of the day, and the senior gets us going. We'll see if the defense can keep this up at least. There's been some questions about how good this defensive line can be, as that's a good hit there by Jaden Anthony. 3rd down and 13. Pressure coming. It's a screen set up, and that's got Griffiths open, but he's going to be just shy. Jaden Anthony with the tackle. So 1st and 10 after the Cowboys punt. The Scavengers take back over, and McBath, trying to find room, was able to find a bit for a gain of 7 there. Puts them in a manageable 2nd and 3. They go back to McBath on the ground, and he's going to have a good pickup, but a flag flies. And we just talked about Grant Huff. He gets called for the hold. Could see Albert Puzzles get placed back in if that continues. Hand off to Blanco. He can't find room, and that hold forces a 3rd and 12 now. Man in motion. That's quickly on the jet toss, and he's going to have room, but just shy of the 1st. They're going to go for it. Quincy Fehoko out there running back. It's a sneak, and they hold him up. Payne didn't get it. A turnover on downs, and the Cowboys take over. Rodney Fields on the run to start this drive. And they're already in field goal range. 2nd and inches. It's play action. That one dropped. The receivers right now not doing their best work for Oklahoma State, as that's going to be a nice run for Fields, picking up the 1st down. 1st and 10. Smith hands off to Fields, but nowhere to go. Earl Shell on the tackle. 2nd and 12. Hand off to Fields. Fields has room. He's going to get dragged down by Raheem Clay, shy of the mark. So 3rd and short. He'll go back to Fields. He's going to have the 1st and gets taken down. Still a new set of downs, and with 2 minutes to go here in the half. Smith throws this one away. $1:55 left on the clock for this first half action. 2nd and 10 for the Cowboys. Smith the throw. And this one thrown away again out the back of the end zone. The secondary doing a great job. There were some questions of how this secondary would perform. As down goes Smith. It's been Laney who got there. James Decker came in late, but it's Laney who got there first. And that brings up a field goal attempt for the Cowboys, with time still on the clock if you're DVT. The kick is up and good. It's Cowboys' first lead of the day. And with $1:33 and 2 timeouts, DVT with a chance. Can they answer it all here? As that one's caught, Kavion quickly picks up the 1st. A new set of downs. Clock keeps ticking here. Payne goes towards the sideline, but incomplete, intended for Slade. 2nd and 10. Payne, plenty of time, steps up a bit, finds Trey and Bell. It's a new set of downs. 1 minute left before we head to halftime. This one caught shy quickly. That's going to be a gain of 7. They're getting closer to field goal range. Payne with time takes the shot. Luvo got behind him. Touchdown Scavengers. Talia Luvu. The senior-to-senior connection has been money so far this season. Unbelievable work getting behind the defense. So a 14-10 lead right now. Still 25 seconds left on the clock for the Cowboys of OK State. And that one almost intercepted, but a 6-yard pickup. 2 timeouts left now. 2nd and 4. Smith to throw underneath. That one's caught, and it took a lot to take them down. They still have 15 seconds, and they are about maybe 20 yards from a attemptable field goal. They'll take the shot here. One-on-one. Holbrook knocks it down from Griffiths. So second and 10 with 9 seconds. You've got 2 plays at most. Screen setup. It is caught for Griffiths, and he may be fast, but not enough. Third and 2. It'll just be a Hail Mary to the end zone here. Smith's got an arm, and he sends this one to the back of the end zone. It's incomplete, and that will take us to halftime. 14-10, Scavengers currently on top of Oklahoma State, and that's got to impress some of these running backs thereafter. Tony Villarreal, sorry for the poor pronunciation, is the backup plan to B.J. Crow right now. Paul Lamar is a wide receiver they're going hard after, but Arizona State seems like the favorite right there so far. Another name to keep in mind, Tevin Nicholas. Now, his only offer is DVT, and they are heavily going after some of these guys right now. Like Raphael Butcher, I have heard a lot of talk with his name, currently favoring UTEP. The Scavengers are certainly making their presence known. Now, Taliva has been having a day. 3 catches, 3 targets, 65 yards, and arguably the play of the day so far before half. We'll see if that all continues in this second half of action. Scavengers up 14-10. Second half coming up next. The second half of action begins here on Death Valley Television. I'm Jonathan West, and it's OK State football to begin things as Smith off play action finds his man, as that's a new set of downs. At the 40-yard line here now, Smith, play action again. This one caught in the middle of a number of white jerseys. It's another big pass play, and OK State already in field goal range. Hand off Rodney Fields, but Raheem Clay says, I don't think so. Second and 12 now after Clay gets the big hit on Fields. Nowhere to go again for Fields. So third and long. Smith out of the gun, looking to throw. Plenty of time. It runs out. It's another sack. This one's Xavier Miles. He was banged up earlier today, but he gets the sack there. I said it earlier, Xavier Miles has been a godsend for this defensive line, and the former Syracuse defensive tackle has been fantastic. As Payne rolling out here, gets this one out to Dakota Pounds, as that'll be a pickup of 5. Second and 5. Scavengers looking to increase their lead on this drive as a handoff here to McBath goes nowhere. Third and 5. Blanco in the gun with Payne. It's a handoff to Blanco. They were not ready for that one, as he's got the first and more. First down and 10 at the 35. Play action as Payne rolling out and finds his man. That is caught, I believe. That was Nico Blanco on the catch. Second and 3. Handoff Blanco. Good blocking up front leads to a first down there. And for those keeping tabs, I know some keeping an eye on the offensive line changes that happened last year. Grant Huff still in at center right now. Second and 7. Shotgun set here. Payne with plenty of time finds a wide open Trey and Bell, and he's going to have a big play down to the red zone. The offense is clicking to start the second half for them. First and 10, and the gun again is Payne. And it's a keeper, not a good read by Payne that time around. Loses 2 there, and it brings up second and 12. Payne with time, plenty of it, finds Matt Gage, and he's just shy of the end zone. They all thought it was a touchdown for the tight end. Instead, they hand off McBath. He scores, and the Scavengers up their lead to 2 scores. Matt Gage, what a play, though, to get them down to the 1. Well, the Cowboys now looking at a 2-score deficit to their former defensive lineman, or I should say pass rusher, played outside linebacker here at Oklahoma State in their 3-4. Second and inches now after that catch. Smith in the empty. He throws quick. That is caught by Fields in a new set of downs. First and 10. Are we going to see a lot of Rodney Fields on the ground's the question now, as they do hand it off to him, but he's caught quickly. Xavier Miles takes us to the end of the third. And throw up those 4s, folks. It's 21-10. Scavengers fully on top in this one. The Scavengers fans that have made the trek are happy to be here. I can tell you that from the sounds of the fans. As this one is caught. Griffiths again picking up a first down. New set of downs. It's been relatively quiet here in Oklahoma State since the Scavengers have gotten that lead and now extended it, as Rodney Fields, though, trying to get the energy back in the stadium. In the red zone are the Cowboys as Smith. Play action. No biting for Earl Shell. Sacked. There's been a lot of positives with his play and a lot of talk in the building of him getting more snaps in those nickel sets as a pass rusher. They have not been impressed by Ben Laney's play this season. I can tell you that right now. As pressure was coming from inside, that forced a quick throw and nothing much going there. Third down and 18. They're going to need a big player, the Cowboys. Smith tried to get one, but it's picked off. Keelan Holbrook. He had a phenomenal first year starting last year and just suckers in Smith that time around. Big interception, and the Scavengers stop any points for Oklahoma State on this drive. First and 10 now here for the Scavengers as they try to put an end to this ball game. Play action, and that one almost intercepted. Probably should have been. Payne lucky he wasn't seeing a guy running the opposite direction. Screen set up here, and it does not set up quick enough, as that one luckily just winds up incomplete for a 3rd and 10. They flip this one to Kavion quickly. A flag on the field. It would be a first down and plenty more, but this one's coming back courtesy of Grant Huff. Huff still in the ball game here on 3rd and 17. As Payne lobs this one up for Alex Slade, and he's just shy. He's as close as you can be, so they're going to go for it. They didn't get the last one, but they got that one. The sneak works out, and DVT keeps the drive alive. Handoff here goes to McBath. He can't get outside, though, quick enough. It's a loss of 3. 2nd and 13, shotgun set. Payne setting up the screen for Shaq McBath. And he's going to have a solid pickup. Gain of 7 there makes it a more manageable 3rd and 6. Payne now just throws this one out to McBath, but he couldn't find anything. Forces another Scavengers punt. And now the Cowboys maybe with a little bit of hope that they can fight back in this one. 2nd and 8 after the gain of 2. Smith in the gun, takes the snap, looking to throw. He's got plenty of time to find his man, and that's going to be a new set of downs. They're running a bit quicker now. Smith underneath. That's caught Griffiths, and he's got a first down. They are just trying to find ways to get Griffiths in open space just to utilize that speed. Time, though, is of the essence for them. As the pressure was getting there, that one is caught and just shy of the mark. 2nd and 1. Smith looking to throw. Wide open, finds his man, a new set of downs. They move quick again. Remaining in the gun here. Smith with Fields to his left. He makes a change. Takes the snap. Pressure coming. He gets it to Fields. Fields avoids one man. That was Randall Glenn. And it's going to be a gain of about 5. 2nd and 5 under 3 minutes to go in this ball game. Still down 2 scores of the Cowboys. Scavengers defense trying to finish things off, but wide open, a new set of downs and out of bounds. So 2:38 stops on the clock. Play action. Smith to the back of the end zone. It's caught. Touchdown Cowboys, and Oklahoma State making it a bowl game. Garth Durant on the touchdown, and it certainly has not stopped this from being a game as they go for 2. Smith rolling out, time running out, the ball pops loose. It doesn't matter. They're now going to need a touchdown. Barry Michaels and company got there, and it is exactly what they needed to keep this a touchdown bowl game. 5-point game as this kick goes to Ty Tabor. He's got room. He's got space to the 50, the 40, 30, 20, 10, 5. The true freshman has the first kickoff return in DVT history. Well, do you redshirt the kid? Now's the question. He's got the first kickoff return in school history. I don't know if you can afford to redshirt that young man now. Well, who saw that coming? A 12-point ball game now after the first kickoff return in school history by Ty Tabor. As it's a gain of 8 off that last play. Cowboys going quick, but time is of the essence. Smith looking to throw. It's caught and out of bounds as Rodney Fields. 1st and 10. Smith looking to throw. Underneath, Griffiths makes a man look silly there, and that's going to be near a new set of downs. 2-minute warning has passed. All 3 timeouts for Oklahoma State, though they need 2 scores. This will help, as that's Griffiths who got behind John Crane, the redshirt freshman corner. And a huge touchdown for Oklahoma State to answer the kick return. That makes it a 5-point game again, as Tabor, getting another chance to do the impossible, makes a man miss, says he's not going to get the touchdown this time around. The Scavengers, though, now just need to use these OK State timeouts. It's a tight end screen to start things for Matt Gage. And it does take a timeout away from OK State. 2nd and 6. They keep it on the ground with McBath. He picks up a bit. Timeout number 2 taken. 3rd and 4. A first down seals it. McBath in the backfield. They hand it his way. He's got help. That's a 1st and more. This game is over. Alani Booker comes back home to get a W against his alma mater, and your Death Valley Technical Scavengers start the year 2-0. And an exciting game, I would say. I would not call Matt Payne player of the game. Had a very good outing, but we've got to say Ty Tabor, the true freshman running back, has to get the award for player of the game. The first ever kick return in school history was the difference maker. You can say all you want. That won them this game. You can't tell me otherwise. Matt Payne, though, with a solid outing, 17 of 21. Over 200 yards passing and a touchdown to go along with it. Shaq McBath averaged 4.8 yards a carry on 13 carries. It has not been a monster outing for McBath yet this season, but what has happened is they have spread the ball around on offense. You look at the numbers on the catches and who has caught the ball. They are spreading the ball around, and I think that is helping this team by a mile, both in the ground game and through the air. Jaden Anthony leads this team in tackles today. 10 tackles on the day for the redshirt freshman corner. But they got sacks, 4 to be precise. Miles with 1, Shell, Michaels, and then Laney and Decker sharing 1. A great day for DVT, specifically the true freshman and the first ever kick return in school history. Phenomenal. But now they set their sights onto the number 5 team in the nation. It's the first home game of the season, and they take on USF, who tried to shock the world last year in the college football playoffs. It's going to be a very, very interesting one for the first home game of the season.